Yeah, you could work at McDonald's and they're still hiring your skills. Because once they train you in what they want done, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing if I went to a place and they want me to paint the whole building inside and out. But they want it done this way, they want this color, they want that color, and they don't want the edges like this, and they don't want that to happen here, and so on and so on. You see what I'm saying? So we sign a contract as a contractor between each other. So while I'm work, I could be there for the next 10 days or more, you know what I'm saying, or a month or more, you know what I'm saying? I have to abide by the rules at the job site of their building and their place while I'm their contractor. Same go for nurses. So they have a violated the agreement as contractor to the business. So we must pay more attention to, like I said, the applications you sign. So if they impose wrongful practice as if they're your God or ruler, you know what I'm saying? This have no bearing on you. You did not violate the contract. They did, based on your protection from their business. You must understand this because they adopt political ruling. The business has adopt political ruling. It do not apply to a personal contractor. That has to do with the business. You understand what I'm saying? Now your business, as you hire all these nurses and they're contractors, and you're telling them that they have to. Same as Biden and this new governor is doing. But you forgot that they're contractors. That's why they have to go to nursing school and go to nursing places and get the license and all of that to be a contractor of nursing. Let's be 100. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A personal contractor. Remember, you are a personal contractor of your own nurses. You know, have their own. You can have your own business. You know, who contracts out. In other words, what I'm saying is, remember you are a personal contractor. Let's be clear. You know, of your own. Nurses have their own business who contracts out their skills to the hospital needed to see. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. They contract their skills out to that you see that the second a nurse as the right the nurse has the right as a contractor to refuse the business personal position and by law of government is to govern, not dictate or dictate what the people what they think and and say and so on and say or do with their lives with their life. Government needs to understand that it is not in Nazism, is it? Or is it? In a free state with constitutional rights at that, for government have none or none to be or is or to be corrupted, you know what I'm saying, and have, massacred many of its own. We can not allow this at all. That's a fact and point blank. So where the job begins and ends as a personal contractor, you know what I'm saying, and the protection from their business, you know what I'm saying? That's like if I'm a personal contractor and I come up there and I have some personal issues and I'm backing with this group and I'm backing with that and I'm talking on the job and doing all that, they're going to say they don't need my contracting skills no more and they will really, null and void the contract. So how is it that the business can do that to you? And you can't null and void, you know what I'm saying? Walk out and don't go back. Let them do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how far they get. You know what I mean? So, we have to look at that. You know what I'm saying? We have to look at that. So where the job begins and where the job ends. As to a government imposing these rules, you know what I'm saying, a law, putting these rules, as if they lawmakers. You know what I'm saying? And the lawmakers shouldn't be doing that. Do not have the right, the business do not, the government nor the business, or whoever lawmakers do not have the right, especially if, you seeking the people's vote to be elected. Sounds like Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? Will, will hear, as a matter of fact, will hear, and here we go. Here we go now. So, to do so is to violate the rights of the people, even in a crisis. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? It is the right of the people to refuse any such law. You know what I'm saying? Any such law. Let's be honest here. You know what I'm saying? Or coercion to avoid any such law and coercion of government, from government. Let's be 100 here. Of government that you are putting on the people. You know what I'm saying? Of government, of its position because of the crisis. You know what I'm saying? So, to people, as a matter of fact, of government, of its position because of the crisis to people should only, on bearing of, is to rise up in protection of its nation at any cost. You know what I'm saying? To bring back control, so to impose on the people the mandates of, to impose mandates, of the people is a violation of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in itself, because you're causing harm. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at that. No one should never do this to people. When you see this, now you know what must be done. Let's be honest here. To make sure the government elected by the people as their position of power as elected lawmakers in a free state. The people are the power, not the government. Because if you don't involve yourself, and let's all leave here and leave them here by themselves. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what they will really do. They probably follow us like Pharaoh. the so-called Pharaoh game they played with that lion story. He running through the desert and then they part the sea and all that garbage. They probably would do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In a free state, the people are the power, not the government. For who fights the wars? Who pays the taxes, I ask? That support the lawmakers, and they could make millions off us and suck our blood. You know what I'm saying? We must take control by bringing your case before the people, not just the government, to the people, for they should be doing the lawmakers, I might add, should be doing the people's business. That's a fucking point blank, not dictatorship and garbage of your personal device. We have seen too much overreach of power by elected lawmakers for reasons of pandemic, whereby the overreach did show and did not show any evidence of a natural ability in this case. People are natural. They are flesh and blood. They're not somebody tool, jokes, cat, dog, or whatever the fuck you want to call it because you did that slavery bullshit you did. You know what I'm saying? Black people did the same shit and they paid the price for that too. You know what I'm saying? You just the last dummy running around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So let's look at it. You did not show any natural ability in the case You know what I'm saying? Only of their device. And the proving was flawed and still flawed, covered in corrupt measures of lies and misinformation, and the approach that leads people, and silly people especially who are not educated in this game like that, to believe without the true facts. And the most concrete evidence that was needed was for them was for Como stunt. Now, if we look at it, the evidence speaks for itself in connection from one to another. But the same group, let's say among many, and in all 52 states, and as well, but was it made to look, and did it show? But did it show a global scale? So we know and we see many outsiders, as we see in many countries as well. You know what I'm saying? As well. So you ain't fooling nobody. You know what I'm saying? As well. As many laugh to the beat of their destruction, as to side with garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, time won't give you time, but time will make you feel like you got something real. I see a lot of my black people in Walmart and different places is really joking around. Keep joking, and being a clown idiot. You can tell by you working about. That speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a job or not. You know what I'm saying? You up in there joking around. Keep joking around, like you got something real. You know what I'm saying? But you and me know that we got nothing but time. Let's be honest here. Great quote. Especially if you got treated in you. Now, right now, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you got to treat it right now in you. You know what I'm saying? Right now. So, you laugh while the joke is sweet. Now remember, while the joke is sweet, who laughs the best. Laugh the best. Black people, not all, but some. You know what I'm saying? But some. Not all laugh, but many do. Because of you and many like you, we are in this mess. Mental illness seems to run high in the black community, even amongst the older ones. But I'll say it again, a joke is a joke until it turns to tears. Let's be honest. Now we see even time we see now even when time comes and somebody gets hurt by the so-called treatment, you know what I'm saying? We hear a story. We hear a story. Yes, we do. We hear a story like contamination. You know what I'm saying? How did it get contaminated is the question, and why? We must ask. And the people pay the price with their life. Why is Tucson, Tucson, Tucson or whatever, Tucson County judge rejecting a request by the Tucson Police Union to stop the treatment mandate is a good question. You know what I'm saying? Is a good question. Must be a whole lot of demon Democrats in that state of Tusky. Mm, as we see, you know what I'm saying? As we see, as we see, the demons is pushing all over and all states of the demon bullshit. So they had time to put this together, as we see. As we see, because they're pushing hard as a hardball player. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fooling nobody. All the states and the people, you know what I'm saying? And the people rights. They're pushing all states and pushing over all people rights, you know what I'm saying, as we see it. You know what I'm saying? The people rights are being violated in full bloom in wherever they control key positions. Like New York and like New York and Democratic states shape them up. You know what I'm saying? Do not vote them back in. We're going to rotate them as fast as they come. And do not let them cheat with that power. They're probably cheating every vote they ever won. Be honest with you. Let's be 100. Do not let them cheat your vote away. Shake them up. You know, vote them out. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Because if everybody votes them out, let's say we all got together and start voting these clowns out. Every single person in the United States started voting these clowns out and putting who we want in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them will be out of business. And that's a fact. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a fact. And they wouldn't be doing half the things they do. Now we have Biden warning Americans on Tuesday about some Hurricane Ida. You know what I'm saying? Why are they, I don't understand naming these hurricanes that's hurting people. It doesn't make sense. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they do that. But they're saying that the lethal destruction was a sure sign of the nation and the world in peril. Yeah, yes, because they're in peril, all right. They're in peril because his dumb ass is in office. That's why they're in peril. Because these dummies voted for this man and put him in office. Him and cornball Kamala, Luciferian devil worship pedophilia and bullshit asses into office by believing that the demon Democrats, because your parents told you this nonsense, but your parents was also forced or tricked into the garbage. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, black people gotta wake up. They gotta wake up. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. You know what I'm saying? They gotta wake up. They are lost so badly that it's shameful. Meanwhile, you got no military, no army, no air force, no nothing. The reason why we're in peril is because he's in office. That's why the world is in peril. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's saying the world is in peril from climate change. No, the world have had its share of this happening. And other things may be involved here. But he went on to say that drastic actions would be needed to prevent extreme weather like the deep state taking over our lives, as we see from the state to state. You know what I'm saying? But again, he went on to say his infrastructure deal is needed to prevent extreme weather. How is his infrastructure deal is going to prevent a hurricane from wiping us off this damn planet if it came to that? You tell me. You know, people believe anything. You know, how does the infrastructure deal is needed to prevent extreme weather patterns? Okay. From worsening by whose is the question. That is a lie that he's running. So he needs to be removed. You know, he needs to be removed. The voting of the bullshit out of our government, clown. If you See, you're doing something about climate change, right? If you're doing something about climate change, what does the voting wide open policy you are trying to put in that bill is about? You know, and trying to do away with the filibuster. Mmm. Mmm. And many other shaky forms out of, you know what I'm saying, it's not needed. That doesn't have anything to do with the climate control. You know what I'm saying? And many of the shaky deals in the bill. You know, even, you know, forms out not needing the Republicans nor Congress, going right by them. You know what I mean? And so on. You know what I mean? As we see, and so on. You know what I'm saying? Gerrymandering, all kinds of stupid shit we're hearing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't need bull. We need the truth, the facts. You know, and a going over of his bullshit infrastructure deal. Because I don't understand what climate control have to do with their voting rights. You know what I'm saying? And the different stuff he got in the bill. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, it needs a going over his infrastructure deal. We do not want our children paying for his bullshit plans that will be on their head to pay back. You know, while same bill, bull, that they will have to pay back is the question. You know, but they was the ones who destroyed their lives and blamed for, and will be blamed. They'll destroy their lives with these garbage ass bills and the things they're doing right now. But guess who's going to catch the blame? Guess who's going to catch the blame in the end? The kids ain't going to say that. They're going to blame us for allowing it to happen while Biden and Kamala walks away clean. You know what I'm saying? Walks away clean, saying, we didn't do that. We tried to save the children. Mm-hmm. And you'll believe them every step of the fucking way. Mm-hmm. Long after we in the mess. Like we are now, and laughing at Walmart, everything is a big joke. Mm-hmm. Keep laughing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We say the children.